Some totally super thin cases for your iPhone 15 Pro Max from TOTALLEE up next. Welcome and thank you for watching. If you're new to the channel, I'm Ray, and if you could do me a favor and hit that subscribe button, tap the bell to get notified when I post new content, and if you find this video useful, please give it a thumbs up. I'd very much appreciate it. So throughout this new iPhone 15 release season, I've taken a look at a bunch of different cases, specifically for the iPhone 15 Pro Max. And sometimes you want just a minimal case because you want or you like the form factor of the phone, but you're afraid that you might scratch it. You're not worried so much about drops, maybe you're not as clumsy as I am, but you don't want something to scratch your phone. And again, you like that form factor, so you want something real minimal. And that means you want something that's a super thin case. And I have some cases here from TOTALLEE that are super thin cases, and I'm sure there is one here that would interest you. So being that these are super thin cases, you're not going to get anything like MagSafe. Don't expect great drop protection. Just expect something that will protect your phone from scuffs and scrapes. So let's go and take a look at these. I have three here. I have to thank TOTALLEE for sending these out for review. I did take a look at the clear case from TOTALLEE in my clear case video, and if you want to watch that, I'll link it somewhere up here. So this is the clear case. These two other ones, I think one is frosted, another might be a colored one, but let's go with the clear case first. So this is the clear case, I believe, and some really nice and efficient packaging. It says a simple and minimal phone case, and that's exactly what you're gonna get. They give 1% to charity, you have a 2-year warranty, and this is 100% recyclable. And there's their website, TOTALLEEcase.com, if you want to check them out. This is the clear case. So this is the clear case. It's made from a soft, thin TPU, and I can see some micro dot texturing there. You can see it's really flexible. I'm going to put the phone in here. And it fits just like that. So you can see that does not add any bulk at all. That's a good looking case in the sense that it just gets out the way. You don't have any extra added bulk. You can still continue to have the same form factor, and you won't have to worry about scuffs and scrapes. Really good tall camera bezel around there. I don't know if you can see that or if I can capture that, but it is right above the camera lenses, so it'll protect your cameras if you place your phone down, as well as a bit of a lip on the front. I don't know if the camera can capture that either, but I have a screen protector, and it feels like it's sitting right above that screen protector, so my screen should be protected if I place my phone face down. You get the nice covered buttons here. You can see that power button is covered. You can see that openings for ports and speakers. On the opposite side, we have the volume buttons. Those are clicky. And right here, they have an opening for the action button. I typically don't like that, but this case is so thin that you can easily access that action button without doing thumb gymnastics. And I have mine set to my video camera, and it's easy enough to access that. So nice, cool, minimal, clear case from TOTALLEE. And it's thin, it's totally thin, and that's a good case, good functional case. Again, don't expect much protection from drops, but for small spills it should be fine. I would say from your pocket down you should be fine. Anything higher than that, I wouldn't really trust this case for a higher drop than that. And no MagSafe ring, but the material is thin enough that it should still do MagSafe charging. As you can see, it does that there. And if you have a stationary mount, apparently it will stick. But I would not use this with a car mount. But mount by your bedside, as long as there are no earthquakes, you should be fine. So that you should be able to still use this like in standby mode. You see that still works. Shake it, shake. Oh. So yeah, by your bedside, as long as you're not knocking your end table, should be fine. Go ahead and check out the rest. There's a clear one. Let's see which this one is. Again, TOTALLEE. And this looks to be a clear frosted. Oh, and this is a more, it's not as flexible as this very clear case. Although it is flexible, it's not, it's a little bit more rigid too. As you can see in this one, all the buttons are accessible and open. And there is the frosted TOTALLEE case on there. And this one is really thin. It's even thinner material than the clear case. That looks really good on there. Again, the same bezel height on this to keep your cameras protected. And this slightly wraps around. And this should keep your screen protected, but it's not going to protect my screen protector that much. And it feels like the original form factor. This case is not going to add bulk at all. I might be worried about drops, but I won't be worried about scratches, at least on the bumpers or the sides. Again, buttons are exposed. I don't need to tell you they're clicky. You can access them directly. But that's a nice minimalistic case. And it's totally thin. I like this one. I don't know if I trust myself using it, but I do like the look and feel of it because it feels like a bare iPhone. Let's check the next one. And this is the third and last one. Again, TOTALLEE. Oh, this one's a blue color. That's a nice deep blue. And this looks to be pretty much the same case as this frosted white one, but in the color blue. And that's a nice, if you're a fan of blue, that's a nice deep blue color on there. And again, same level of protection as the rest of these. Openings for ports and speakers. Buttons are clicky, obviously, because you can manipulate them directly. Same size camera bezel, same size lip on the front to keep the front screen protected somewhat. Yeah, that's a good looking case. And these are the totally thin, totally minimalistic cases from TOTALLEE. And these should provide ample protection from scratches and scrapes and scuffs, but maybe not so much from drops. If you're a big fan of a minimalistic case, I think these are a great solution. Again, they will work with MagSafe to a point. Again, I wouldn't use these in a MagSafe mount in your car, but for your bedside with a MagSafe mount, you can use that in standby mode. Not too worried. And I live in California, and even with the earthquakes, though we haven't had any earthquakes, knock on wood, recently in my area, I think that'd probably be fine on a MagSafe stand for standby mode. Other than that, I personally really like the functionality of MagSafe, and I use my phone on a MagSafe mount in my car. So these might not be exactly what I'm looking for, but if you want a thin case where you can have the original form factor of your phone, then I think this is a great solution for you. So are you a fan of totally thin and totally minimalistic cases? Maybe these from TOTALLEE are for you. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I really like to hear from you, your opinions and your thoughts. And that's going to wrap it up for this one. So until the next one, please take care and be safe out there.